Naruto is about to make a comeback with a power-up so insane, you're not ready for it. Ever since he lost Kurama, his main source of power, fans have been wondering, can Naruto ever reach the top tiers again? Let's take a quick trip back. During his battle with Ishiki, Naruto was completely outmatched. Ishiki was on a whole different level, and no one, not even Naruto, stood a chance. But in a desperate attempt to protect everyone, Naruto pulled out his ultimate trump card, Baryon Mode. This form was so powerful that Ishiki went from being an unstoppable force to straight up becoming Naruto's punching bag. But here's the crazy part. Kurama described Baryon Mode as working like nuclear fusion, similar to how the sun generates energy. Naruto and Kurama weren't just using chakra anymore, they were burning their very life force to generate a whole new kind of energy. And the catch, once their chakra was completely drained, their lives would come to an end. After the battle, we got hit with a massive gut punch. Kurama died. And with him gone, Naruto lost the power that made him one of the strongest shinobi in history. It was a heartbreaking moment, and fans were left wondering if Naruto would ever recover from this loss. But then in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 9, we got a shocking revelation. Kurama had reincarnated inside Himawari, Naruto's daughter. Now this is where things get interesting, because what if I told you that Kurama's reincarnation inside Himawari is the key to Naruto's next big power-up? I know this might sound wild at first, but trust me, stick with me until the end of this video, and I promise it'll all make sense. So if you're hyped for this theory, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more crazy anime discussions. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, let's dive right in. Now, as some of you already know, in the Naruto universe, death isn't exactly permanent for the tailed beast. This was actually confirmed and shown multiple times in the original series. Take Kushina, for example. When she was on the verge of death, she tried to seal Kurama back into herself, hoping to drag him down with her and delay his return for as long as possible. Or look at the Three Tails. After Rin's death, it eventually re-emerged, proving that even when a tailed beast dies, it's never truly gone. I see, even if a tailed beast's physical body or chakra perishes, there's always a tiny spark, a kernel of their essence that eventually sprouts somewhere, allowing them to return to life. But here's where things get really interesting. When Kurama reincarnated inside Himawari, he was tiny, way smaller than his usual colossal size. Meanwhile, when the Three Tails came back after its death, it was already at full size. So what's going on here? Why is Kurama starting off small? This actually explains a lot. Himawari's version of Kurama has a much lower chakra reserve, probably around 5 to 10% of what the original Kurama had. And the reason for that, it all comes down to how tailed beasts work. We've seen this before. Whenever a tailed beast has part of its chakra taken away, it physically shrinks. Remember when Minato split Kurama's chakra in half? He literally became smaller. Or when Naruto drained Kurama's chakra in their battle, Kurama got skinnier. Even the Ten Tails lost its massive form after Code siphoned its chakra to create the claw grind. So what does this tell us? A huge portion of Kurama's chakra is still out there somewhere. And if we follow the logic, there's only one place all signs point to: inside Naruto. Yeah, you heard me right. About 90% of Kurama's chakra is still inside Naruto. Now, why is that the case? Simple. Naruto's massive chakra reserves. Even after Kurama's death, Naruto went into battle, and for the first time since losing his tailed beast, he activated Sage Mode. And according to him, he can now sustain it for much longer than before. But why is that? It all ties back to his increased chakra reserves. Back in Naruto Shippuden, we learned that in order to master Sage Mode, a shinobi needs a huge amount of chakra. Otherwise, their body gets overwhelmed by nature energy, or their Sage Mode simply won't last, just like we saw with Minato. Now, I know some of you still believe Naruto's large chakra reserves come from being an Uzumaki, but let's clear that up right now. First off, the Uzumaki clan was never stated to have large chakra reserves. What they do have is an insanely strong life force, which gives them powerful healing abilities and extended lifespan. Secondly, and most importantly, we got direct confirmation from Hagoromo himself. Naruto did not inherit anything from his parent. But the real reason behind Naruto's enormous chakra reserves, it all comes back to Kurama, and we have Minato to thank for that. See, when Minato sealed Kurama inside Naruto, he used the 8 trigram seal, and he set it up in a very specific way. Every time a bit of Kurama's chakra leaked, it automatically merged with Naruto's own chakra. That's why even as a kid, Naruto had insanely high chakra reserves compared to other shinobi. And as Naruto grew, both his chakra and Kurama's chakra chakra continued to increase together, along with the extra power he gained from the other tailed beast. This is exactly why Naruto was able to enter Sage mode and sustain it for so long. He had more chakra to balance out the nature energy. But here's where things get really interesting. Even after Kurama's death, all the chakra that had leaked and become part of Naruto over the years still remain. It's just dormant. It's inactive because Kurama is gone. And if that's the case, then here's the game-changing question. Could Kurama's return be the key to reactivating that hidden chakra? And this is exactly why I believe Kurama returned in such a small form. Or who knows, maybe we'll get a full explanation as the Boruto manga continues, but if this theory is correct, then Naruto might still be able to access Kurama chakra mode, even without having the 9 tails inside him. And before you say, that's impossible, we've already seen something like this happen before. Remember the Gold and Silver brothers? Those two were able to gain Kurama's chakra and even transform just by feeding on its flesh. That means Kurama's chakra can exist independently from Kurama himself. But here's where things get even crazier. This also opens up the possibility that Naruto still has 6 paths chakra. Now let's break this down. There are 2 ways to gain 6 paths power. 1, by obtaining both Uchiha and Senju DNA, which basically means unlocking the Rinnegan, like Madara and Sasuke did. 2, by becoming a 10 tails Jinchuriki, or having the chakra of all 9-tailed beasts, which is exactly what Naruto did. But here's the thing, we don't actually know for sure if Naruto lost his 6 paths powers after Kurama's death. Now, while I base my analysis on the manga, I do recall that in the anime, it was mentioned that Naruto lost his connection to the other tailed beasts. Since Kurama acted as the link that connected Naruto to all of them, it would make sense that losing Kurama meant losing access to 6 paths chakra as well. But here's where things get interesting. If Kurama really is coming back, then there's a chance that Naruto could regain his 6 paths powers. As I explained earlier, 90% of Kurama's chakra still exists within Naruto, which is likely the reason Kurama is in this weakened state. But there's also a slight possibility that Naruto still has some of his 6 paths chakra. And the reason I bring this up is because of Obito. Even after the 10 tails was extracted from him, he still retained 6 paths chakra. And after his death, he was somehow able to transfer that same chakra to Kakashi, temporarily boosting his ocular abilities and allowing him to use the perfect Susanoo. So does this mean Naruto still has some of his 6 paths chakra? I can't say for sure, but it's definitely something worth thinking about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Naruto's 6 paths power is still inside him waiting to be reawakened, or is it gone forever? Aside from all this, I genuinely believe that Naruto will find a creative way to tap into the remaining Kurama chakra within him and use it to create a new powerful form. We've already established that 90% of Kurama's chakra still resides inside Naruto, even after Kurama's death. If Naruto can figure out a way to fully awaken and harness that latent power, it could push him to an entirely new level, one that could make him a powerhouse once again. And let's not forget, Naruto has always been the type to find unexpected ways to power up. From mastering shadow clones to creating the Rasen Shuriken, to learning Sage mode and 6 paths Senjutsu, he always finds a way. So once he finally escapes from the timeless dimension, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back with a completely new transformation, fueled by the dormant Kurama chakra inside him. Whether it's a new form, a refined version of Baryon mode, or even the return of his 6 paths chakra. One thing's for sure, Naruto's story is far from over. But what do you think? Could Naruto still access his old abilities? Will Kurama's return unlock something even greater? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more crazy anime discussions. I'll catch you guys in the next one.